What's up, YouTube? MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment back with another video. Please support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe button along with the bell icon to be notified when I drop videos. Let's talk about the Errol Spence Fundora fight being off. And I'll be honest, in one of my other videos, when I said that the PBC stands for Poor, Broke, and Crazy, I was being sarcastic, but also there was a truth behind that. And I'm going to tell you why, like, with this Spence Fundora fight that kept getting postponed. And, you know, I had a funny feeling about it because no one ever made any official announcements about it last year. It just it was rumored, and then, you know, the dates kept switching. But I'm going to tell you what it boils down to. There's no money left in the PBC. Point blank. And with Errol Spence, the money that he made against Terrence Crawford and, you know, his other pay-per-view fights, you know, he expects a certain guarantee. And what's probably going on is that PBC, they don't have that money. PBC, they gave a lot of their money to Canelo Alvarez. I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez, you know, just devastate their budget. So when you're PBC and when you're giving Canelo Alvarez $35-40 million guaranteed, and then you don't even have $3 to $5 million to give to Tank or the Errol Spence. But now Errol Spence, you know, there's a certain amount of money that he fights for now. You know, he's been on pay-per-view these past 5 years. So he expects a certain amount of money, and I just really believe that PBC, they don't have the money. And Amazon did not give them a budget. And I don't foresee PBC being on Amazon too much longer because they're not going to hit the quota because, you know, they don't even have double-digit events scheduled for the year. And at the price point of $75 to $85, nobody wants to see these fights that you guys got going on. And it's a shame because, you know, I really want to see Spence back in the ring again. But, you know, maybe this is the universe trying to tell Spence, okay, maybe it might be time to sit down. Because, honestly, I would love for Errol Spence to have gotten a tune-up fight at 154 before stepping up in there against Fundora. But with this debacle, it affects Fundora because his latest opponent that he suggested, Joey, I think Spencer was rejected. Fundora was trying to fight a guy that had been inactive for a year and a half and coming off a loss, and it was new to 154-pound division, which, let's break it down. That's the same thing with Errol Spence. So if the WBO was rejecting Errol Spence, what makes you think they would choose other guy with the same exact type of thing going on, situation? And that messed Fundora up because he could have possibly fought Terrence Crawford for unification, you know. And in a perfect world, let me tell y'all this here, guys. Although I believe that PBC, they don't have the money like they did before, I think they're sticking it to Errol Spence. Errol Spence said that boxing is effed up. And let me jog your memory back. When Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford were going through those negotiations, you know, those bitter negotiations right there, Al Heyman allegedly said he's not letting anybody near that fight. So Terrence Crawford went around Al Heyman and went to Errol Spence directly. And Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford made this fight happen. You know, they made this fight happen without Al Heyman. And Errol had I think he had tweeted a few years ago that I feel played, right? And I think what's going on now is because Errol made that fight with Crawford against the advice of Al Heyman, that they're like, okay, PBC like, okay, forget Errol. Because think about it. PBC can they can give Canelo $35-40 million, but then they wouldn't be able to give a few million for the Errol Spence and Fundora fight, nah. PBC is still salty for Errol making that fight against the wishes of Al Heyman. And basically, that to me, they're putting a screw job to Errol Spence now, which is messed up, but it is what it is. Errol, if you still want to fight again like that, hey man, go to the Turk. Go to Turkey. You got to step outside that box, man, because right now, it ain't no more size of the streets no more, man. Like I said earlier, Turkey bought the block. No more size of the street. So if you interested in fighting again, Errol, go to Turkey. Simple as that. You know, because you're a great fighter. If this is the end, then, you know, I think you had a very solid career. And I wish that they had made that Keith Thurman fight. But it is what it is. We don't always get what we want when it comes to the boxing guys. Once again, MJ's Total Health and Wellness Enrichment. Like, share the videos. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.